to be able to hit the Lowell tower here from Muskegon with the mobile unit. Back to you.
This is KE8BSM for ID. I can, over here in Hudsonville, I can hit the Lowell repeater with this radio. No problem. And my antenna situation isn't the best currently. I'm a new ham too, actually. I've been licensed for about a month. So my antenna situation isn't the best. I have a mag mount antenna sitting in my basement, and I've got it sitting on a cookie sheet that's acting as a ground plane for the mag mount. So, and it's actually working very well. And even with my antenna in the basement, I can hit the repeater in Lowell just fine. So, you should be able to hit the Lowell repeater if you get a mobile transceiver. I think I think that would work very well for you.
Yeah, that was kind of the plan. I've been researching out antennas, trying to find a better DVD gain antenna, and then looking for 50-watt radio, 50-watt plus, dual band, 2-meter 440. I've had my ham ticket now for a week, just over a week, so. You got a little more time on it than me, but I tell you what, I'm hooked already. It's been a great time. KEA-CYM, back to you, Zach.
Well, welcome to amateur radio, and congratulations. And that's really cool that you got on the air so soon. Yeah, likewise. I pretty much got on the air as soon as my license showed up in the FCC database. Mostly because I bought my two HTs before I got my license, and then I actually the day after I passed my exam, after I took the test and knew I passed, I passed my technician's class exam. Excuse me. Wow, I cannot talk tonight. As soon as I passed that, I ordered this mobile unit, and I've already done some little modifications to it. I actually just one. I stripped the ends of the power cord off, and I attached Anderson power poles to the radio, and I also got an Anderson power pole power supply as well. It's a 30 amp, 13.8 volt power supply, and it's the Anderson power poles and that power supply are working very well for me. So I think this radio, let's see, I got this radio on buytwowayradios.com, and I think this radio set me back $300, just FYI. And the antenna I'm using is a Tram 1185, and I think I got it on Amazon for $30, and it's a dual band antenna. Back to you, Corey. KE8BSM.
KE8BSM. Okay. Yeah, the Tram antenna, that was one that I was looking at too. I think it was a 1180. I don't remember what number you said there. But I was reading some reviews that the guys that were running over 50 watts in them were having problems with melting that bottom load because I guess they used a thin wire in that coil. But other than that, it's got really good reviews, so I've been kind of mixed on whether or not I want to go with that one, because everything else about it is what I'm looking for. So, what was the number again on the model there? And then also, I just plugged in my handheld mic here on the bowl thing. I just wanted to notice any difference. That's you.
Okay, it's a Tram 1185. That's Tram 1185. And your handheld mic, speaker mic combo sounds pretty good. You do sound a little bit muffled, but I think I've noticed that's kind of a characteristic of HT corded microphone speaker combos, external mic speaker combos. I don't think it's any. I don't think it's a fault at all with your mic at all. Because mine, I have external speaker mic combos as well for both my HTs, and I've had people tell me that I do sound a little bit muffled when I use them. So I don't think that's any fault of your speaker mic combo. What's the brand? What is the brand of your speaker mic? Is it a Bofang?
Correct. Yeah, which I've actually seen with the radio. CEHCY, go ahead, back to you, Brett.
Okay, yeah. Mine. I actually got mine separately, and um, and mine's a Bofang microphone, and it works. It works very well. I just noticed though sometimes I tend to sound a little more muffled when I've heard myself on the air, and other people have reported back to me I sounded like that too. So yeah. Well, again, welcome to the hobby, and it's nice meeting another new ham on the air. That's for sure. But you got your PL tones programmed correctly. Are you familiar with the WAIRA linked repeater system at all? Like, do you know the other repeater locations and whatnot, or have you just did you download an app or looked at a repeater directory online and just discovered the repeaters close to you there in Muskegon? Back to you, Corey.
E8BYM. Yeah, Zach. My father-in-law actually got me a list of the repeaters, and then this one wasn't on there. At least I didn't think it was until I got online and looked at the IRA repeater links, from Indiana up to the UP. And then I found that the frequency actually was on the list, but it was wrong, and so that's what I had been having trouble with programming in. So I figured it had to have been 600 kilohertz either way. So of course I tried it plus 600, and then when I bumped it down to minus, I just got used. So other than that, I've got several other repeaters. The Lowell, the two in Muskegon, White Cloud, Holton. I think I got Big Rapids, Grand Haven, Holland. There's a handful of them there anyway, so I'm sure I'm probably missing some, but I got a few in there. Back to you.
KE8BSM. Yeah, excuse me. Okay. A great resource, just so you know, is repeaterbook.com. Repeaterbook.com. And it shows pretty much all the repeaters in the US and Canada, along with their input frequency, the output frequency, the PLs, also the CT, CSS tones. Some use the DCS, which is the digitally coded squelch. It's basically a digital version of CT, CSS. It's a great website, and if you have a iPhone or an Android device, there's an app as well, and it's just called Repeater Book. And I believe it's just one word. If you search your app store for Repeater Book, you should find it. It's a great website, and I've actually signed up for an account with them, so I can actually report the status of different repeaters. For example, the IRA repeater in Benton Harbor has been decommissioned, so that repeater doesn't exist anymore. No one updated that on the Repeater Book website, so I went ahead and did it myself. And it's moderated, so someone has to approve your the changes you're making. But At least that's done now. So if people using the website or the apps now will see that that repeater is no longer active. Um, yeah. Anyway, there, I believe at 9 o'clock on this repeater, on the IRA repeater, there's a net. I believe it's the VHF, the Michigan VHF traffic net. Um, have you just out of curiosity, have you participated in a net yet, Corey? Back to you.
KEHCYM. No, I haven't. I have been gonna. It seems like every one I go to catch is been late. So I actually thought the one on this frequency was earlier. So well, that's good to know. I didn't miss it then. Maybe I'll get on there if I get a chance. I'm at work, so we'll see how that goes. But no, as far as any nets, have not participated, but do plan on it. Back to you.
Okay, yeah, definitely check into a net sometime. I know the Michigan VHF traffic net. Anybody is welcome to check in. You just need to wait for them to call general check-ins, and yeah, that's all you really need to do. Usually, I don't know if you're familiar with traffic handling or anything like that, and I'm not either. I actually meant to email the net controller in Lansing. I can't remember his name or his call sign right now. I've got it written down though, and I wrote down his email address. And since I was new when I checked in last week, he told me to get in touch with him. Actually, he told the new people that we could get in touch with him and um, check and get some materials so we could learn how to handle radiograms and traffic and whatnot. Probably one of my favorite nets to check in is the Alaska Morning Net, which meets at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on IRLP node number 9109. And that's a fun net to check into, and you can talk to people all over the world on that net. Plus, it's directed by guys up in Alaska, uh, which is a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely get on Echolink and IRLP and check it out. It's amazing what you can do, even just with a handheld transceiver or a mobile unit. You can talk all over the world on these things, thanks to the beauty of IRLP and Echolink and D-Star and all these cool internet linking VoIP stuff. Good times. I hope you have fun with the hobby. Anyway, we should probably clear the frequency because I think the net starts in 10 minutes. So I'm going to say 73s to you, Corey. Welcome to amateur radio. Enjoy it. And you have a good night. And hopefully you can check into the VHF traffic net. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to tonight. I have something that I need to work on. Take care, 73s, KE8, BSM, and I'll be clear on your final, Corey.
KEHCYM. Okay, Zach. Yeah, we appreciate the radio check there and the conversation, and it's always good meeting people on the radio, and maybe someday we'll get to meet in person. So I'm sure we'll talk again. Thanks for all the info, and 73s, you have a great night, and we're going to be clear on this in KE8CYM.
All right. I didn't realize I was still recording. Just talked to a new ham. That was fun. Not expected. So, yeah. Um, I started the recording late. He got on the repeater and wanted to know about a radio check, so I obliged and was more than happy to give him some information. He asked about my radio, and yeah, it was a good conversation. We got off the repeater because I believe the Michigan VHF traffic net starts in 9 minutes. So I think anyway. I thought it was Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So I don't know. Hopefully I'm right. We'll see. I've got his call sign, and hopefully I run into him again. He's a great guy. So yeah, take care, everybody.